Hi, welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about things and stuff. And today, the things and stuff I'd like to talk about is the mentors that I want to express gratitude for one of my mentors that I had in my life. Right, and this mentor was a woman mentor because she's my grandma. She was the most gangster grandma I think you could ever find because she just told you straight up whatever she thought, and uh, and she's usually right. So we lived up in a little community up in the mountains where there wasn't an archery store, and I really liked archery. And so I said, "Hey, Grandma, next time you go to town, can I go with you?" And she says, "Yeah, all right, you can go to town with me. I think next Thursday we'll head in, and you can go." I said, "All right, that's cool." So we went to grocery shopping, and you help out Grandma whenever you're given an opportunity to help out Grandma because you know she's helping you out, right? She's made the path, she's paved the pathway for you to be here in life, right? We should help out our elders. And so we went to the archery store, and we when we're leaving the archery store, she knocked down a gear and into reverse. She backs up. Well, she bumps into a car, and no hesitation, she just drops it down two clicks and she drives off just like she owns the place. And I looked, I said, "Grandma," I said, I'm pretty sure you ran into that car back there. I think you bumped into that car." And she's like, "Well, that's what bumpers are for, right? That's what bumpers are for. If you're driving around on public roads and putting in your car in parking lots, and if you ain't got a bumper that can get bumped, that's on you. And if you want to have a nice expensive car that has a bumper that can't get bumped and you don't have insurance on it, well then again that's on you. You know, if you right, that's what makes sense, and that's what so that's what we do. I mean, if you go to the fairgrounds, you can pay $5 and you can go smash into your friends and nobody gets hurt and nothing gets hurt, right? Why would we not protect our investments that we have on the road? She says, "I got big metal bumpers." Most everybody should have a big metal bumper because if your car can't get bumped, well, that would cost a lot of money every time that somebody bumps a car. And I know that the trend is that people are putting cars on the road without no bumpers. But if that's a stupid trend, I'm gonna call you out on it, and I'm gonna stop the uh, the implementation of all these rules and regulations. And why are we being charged for the ignorance of others, right? That's this is my little way of having a revolution, is just doing what makes sense. And she was right. Both her and my grandpa, on both sides of my family, they're hardworking people. They worked their asses off. They didn't participate in a whole bunch of wants of the world. They didn't have subscriptions of entertainment, and they they worked in their communities and they worked in their families to build what we have today. And for them, I'm thankful. So that's the little story about my gangster grandma.